DSR Preston here, along with our Let's Play number 3. So today, me and my friend Austin, we are playing NBA 2K16. We both pretty much just woke up, so we might not do the greatest, but we're gonna try. Alright, so I guess I will be Cleveland Cavaliers. Actually, wait, crap. Don't be really try-hard teams, actually. I don't know who I'm gonna be, though. They're not really try-hard. Why are you in 2005?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Alright, so yeah.
Hello everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson.
It's hopefully going to be a great game. So the first half of the game, I'm going to be the one that's talking. The next half, it'll be Austin. So, yeah.
Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. We'll be checking out Kyle Lowry tonight. He's the definition, I think, of a late bloomer. When you see how his game
I'd say the
really
graphics aren't the worst, but they're okay.
How does his performance rate for you?
Like, they're good graphics and all, but the people aren't the greatest graphics. The best graphic game that I'd say would be NBA Live 16. It's way better. NBA Live 16?
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans,
PlayStation.
for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball.
You should see how great the
This is
graphics
Kevin
are.
Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. Here are the five for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the small forward. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team that originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin, over the second half, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower
Swear to
leg.
fuck the fouls.
As a result, had to watch from the bench as his team
I was
fought for
going
its
to
playoff
that.
lives.
I'll do that right now. Freaking. Oh, no, I'm turning on injuries. Oh, wait, never mind. You can't. Options, gameplay settings. Injuries on. Well, I'm only going to get rid of one foul because...
Reaching?
Yes.
I don't think it's fair.
Rookie.
No. That's cheap. That's shit.
Hmm?
Change it.
Oh my god, where they at though? Okay, fuck it, you can't do nothing about it.
Carroll against Evans. And Asha kicks to Davis. And stolen by Patterson.
Excellent anticipation there. He was laying in the cut, we say.
And finished off by DeRozan.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin?
Wait, how do you do an alley-oop again?
Nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And stolen by Gordon. And
Gordon
here
shot.
comes Gordon leading the break. Deflects the pass.
Come on.
Back to Evans.
What was that?
And here's Valanciunas.
Oh, get that out of here!
And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday with the ball. Pass to Patterson. Raptors moving the ball around. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season.
Kobe.
He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune.
Get that shit outta
Let's hope
here.
this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
And again, no good by Toronto.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
God, I only got 2 points.
Valanciunas.
No, he's the center.
And the Raptors miss again.
Oh.
No, not good at it.
That's tipped
I never.
to the paint. Here's DeRozan.
Get dunked on.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Whatever.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that should have went in, I think.
Replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Did you?
And with the way the Warriors went on a
Did you think you were gonna,
rampage
or
last
did you
year,
try to dunk
knew
though?
that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And that is good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Oh my God, it slipped right through his freaking hand.
Here's Valanciunas.
No way.
And it's DeRozan missing. And that's Evans penetrating. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Boy, you gotta love it. Picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power.
Davis dishes to Gordon. It's stolen by Valanciunas. It's DeRozan with the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Ashik against Lowry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Cole's check in for Drew Holiday.
Can you not?
Evans passes to Ashik.
Oh, that guy was wrong.
And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And it's blocked by Gordon. Stolen by Joseph. Here's Powell. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Toronto. Ross comes in for Kyle Lowry.
And the crisp passing
Terrence
has opened
Ross?
things up for them
He's good.
offensively.
10 straight points off assists.
Oh,
That's
shit.
very impressive, and it also
Oh, my God.
makes the game easy and fun to watch.
No way.
No good from Ross.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there, but he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
You're such a noob. Why didn't you go for that? Because you only got 8 points.
Here's Cole. The three-pointer off the mark. And the Raptors shooting just 35% to start the game. But they'll get another chance. And Joseph kicks to Ross. Back to Scola. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the break. Here's Evans. And he got that pass in full stride
Even
on his
dunked
way
on
to
me.
the big slam.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Biombo, no luck. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
Oh my God.
And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a three-point play.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for Rush. Cunningham comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Pondexter in for Gordon.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
New Orleans shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the first one at the line is good.
Norris Cole.
And both free throws good for Cole. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Ross with a wide open look. They get it again. Scola kicks to Ross. At the top of the key, Scola. That will count. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Anyways, first half, or not first half, first quarter is done, guys.
His college career.
So now we're going to the second half.
I think
So,
my 3 years
yeah.
at Kentucky, caused.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro value utility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back. He's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, they've dictated tempo
I tried to
with
get
their
the ball.
defense and been able to force some turnovers.
And, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
Norris Cole is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Cunningham in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Tied it up, shit.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Ross.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And he gets it to go. Well, the Raptors
Pass it
show
around
they
a lot.
can be
Don't just
force
keep
on
going for
offense
alley-oops.
once again. That was very clearly a strength of the team last year, Chris.
Yeah, and Toronto has a lot of guys that can hurt you in a variety of ways. They can score in the half court, but are really explosive enough to get out and run if teams want to push.
See, exactly. You're just going for alley-oops. That's why.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Drew Holiday is checked in for the Pelicans. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Raptors. Can't get it to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
You know, guys, another factor that made the Raptors so good on offense last year was their free throw shooting. I mean, they were second in the league
Shit, you
and
took the
first
lead.
in the East. They made over 78% of their foul shots.
And again, no good by Toronto.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game
Okay,
like this,
then.
you look for every edge you can find.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Here's Anderson. Throws it up high, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
And there is a measurement in the NBA called true shooting percentage. It takes into account the values of 2s, 3s, and how you get to the line. That free throw percentage of the Raptors had them as the 6th best offense in terms of true shooting last season.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
And the basket by Gordon.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guy.
Look at him, and then you throw him stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Goodness.
It's time to take the lead.
And Holiday, here we go.
And we all know
got
Drew
fouled.
Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anthony Davis comes in for Alexis Ajinci, and Tyreke Evans is subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. And Toronto also making a switch. Biyombo's checked in, pulls it up. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. But with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot, he'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Anderson. Then for the Raptors, Luis Scola. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Powell in for Damari Carroll. Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Toronto. And the Raptors miss again.
So they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
And it's Davis missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those.
That was
Especially
crap.
not in the best of positions there.
They get it back. Here's Biyombo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Evans dishes to Archer. An emphatic LU jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark. That beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt there are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Here's Davis. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with and winning those 50-50 rebounds.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate at the top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
You look at the Pelicans, and it's not surprising, guys, to hear that they led the way
I'm turning
for
on my
league
best
in contested
players.
rebounds. I mean, they fight for every inch of space on the floor, and rebounding is just part of that mentality they have.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Biyombo. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Joseph in for Powell. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin and me. A dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Evans with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Holiday. The shot from the low post is good. Holiday's got 10 points.
And guys, going forward, the Pelicans will need to continue that mentality to grow into a playoff team. They'll have to have a blue-collar work ethic. That means continuing to fight for all those 50-50 rebounds. And you can see the difference with their ability to win.
I just want to see how that's a foul. Let's see. Never even touched me.
With their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently. Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities. And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans only taking possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And finished off by Davis.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there.
They're taking advantage.
I don't care how good it
was.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
No good from Valanciunas.
Okay, well, even if I know how to do it, I wouldn't do it every
Evans kicks to
freaking
Davis.
play.
It's tipped. Stolen by Joseph.
That's the one I'm good at.
And so that brings...
Hey, Kevin, we'll cook.
It's the 2K Sports
that's all you know.
Show.
Yeah, I do. Shut up. Shut up.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith
not doing
and
anything.
Shaquille
You're
O'Neal.
doing
A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first
complaining
quarter.
when I'm
They
doing
only had a couple of
alley-oops,
rough stretches, and
you're
as
just
the
doing
first period came to a
three-pointers, so I
close,
should just
they
say,
had a
oh my
four-point
God, you're
deficit
doing
with
three-pointers.
an
You're
excellent
so
team
stupid.
performance in the second
Gosh,
quarter.
you're so dumb.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
How am I raging?
Because you're raging.
How am I raging?
And the third
How am
quarter
I
about
raging?
ready to get underway.
How am I raging?
An exceptional
How am I
performance
raging?
from Drew Holiday.
I'm not raging
And he
though.
just
That's the
went
thing.
off
That's the thing.
in those first two
Oh, now I'm a
quarters, guys.
dumbass,
He's
even though I'm
capable
smarter than
of
you.
doing that
Yeah, I
on
know
a
I'm a
consistent
dumbass.
basis as well. So we
Hey.
might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the
That's
second
all you know
half.
how to
You know,
do.
guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change.
I
I mean,
never
they
said
can't
that.
let
I'm
him
just saying it's
continue
fucking
to
annoying.
torch him up like he has been.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Raptors 5 right now. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas.
Okay, just because you missed one, that doesn't mean
in at the
anything.
3 slot. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard
There's
work,
only like
he knew
a
it was
couple
just a matter
players
of
on
time.
my team that are good at
And so the ball out
three-pointers.
of bounds, Davis touched it last.
I don't have anybody. North Pole basically sucks.
Here's DeRozan.
He's like,
Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. DeRozan's got the first basket of the third quarter for Toronto. Gordon outside. Kept alive. Here's
See, but you
Hasek.
almost do it.
Tries yet again. And at last, they get one to fall. Hasek's got 6. Here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas can't get that one to fall.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end.
Oh my
can't put
God,
it
I
any
didn't
other
even
way.
click the shoot
Out of bounds,
button.
New Orleans
Fucking
will take possession. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan.
God.
And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Gordon.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Again, the miss by Gordon from 11 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. That's 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And what Patrick Patterson gives you guys is solid all-around play. He can help you in a lot of areas. High basketball IQ, high character, understands his role, knows his limitations, and stays within himself.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And going back to Patterson for just a moment, he's been lauded for his mature approach ever since high school in West Virginia. He was involved in a highly publicized recruiting battle between Florida and Kentucky, ultimately choosing the latter.
Yeah, and you know, the part of his game, Kevin, that he's really worked on is his ability to face up and shoot. Really starting to evolve into a guy that can space the floor, that space floor. And when he's hitting that jumper at a high percentage, I think his value to the team goes up exponentially.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Pelicans leading by 10. The feed to Davis. He dishes it to Anderson. Davis, the pass to Evans. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. And that's now 9 points for Tyreke Evans. Here's Valanciunas. No good off the back of the rim.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Fires from deep. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Carroll, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer. Carroll's got 5.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
An intentional foul.
I wasn't even controlling that fucking guy.
Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Raptors trail by 13. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? And they were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook.
I really don't care.
Just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win
that's
over the
freaking
Spurs.
annoying, because that's all you do. All you did.
For the first time under the Pelican moniker.
And it's Davis missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
What the actual hell? I don't even know what just happened there.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Toronto calls timeout.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that 4th quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
New Orleans making some changes here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anderson. And Dante Cunningham subbed in for Gordon. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Yambo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. Ross, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pelicans leading by 16. Holiday dishes to Evans. Lets it go from deep. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Toronto shooting 31% here in the 3rd. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Taken away by Holiday. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Biyombo. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Powell. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it.
Did that go in? It didn't look like it did.
In the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Raptors trail by 17. Here's DeRozan. Offensive rebound. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot by Joseph, no good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Some changes for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Davis. Pondexter comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's
why did I shoot it from back there? Like, bruh.
Pelicans leading by 17. Pondexter kicks to Cunningham. It's stolen by DeRozan. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Ross. Stolen by Ashe. Stolen by Ashe. And they're moving it up. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Over to the wing. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pelicans have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Fouls, though.
And he makes both free throws. Joseph. The shot will not go. And as we can... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Raptors trail by 21. Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen. Ryan Anderson out there with Omer Ashe. And it's Cole in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Patterson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Toronto. Ashe with it. Lowry picks him up. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Off the inbound pass. And it's Cole missing. And here are the Raptors now. Powell, the pass to Kerr.
I didn't even know where the fuck the ball was.
2 on none. No one back to stop this.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark. That beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Lowry. From beyond the arc and then some.
Yeah, that was lucky. That was no skill at all.
Pelicans leading by 20. Here's Anderson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's their third straight make.
Where's your Xbox? Is it upstairs or something? Is your Xbox upstairs or something?
Before getting dinged up, Ryan Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages
Yo, what's up? Whoever decided to enter the stream, oh, yo, what's up, gaming legend? Dude, when my channel gets bigger, I'm probably gonna give you a nice, great shout out, because this is my second stream that you joined. So thanks, dude. And yeah.
Just a shooter. He can get it done on the backboard as well.
He's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in.
I don't know. He's a pretty nice person, I'd say. I think later, it's up to my friend, but I think that we're going to be doing an NHL 15 or 16 stream or something.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of
that would have been a nice one.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him.
No, it's a good
right now.
Oh, okay. Thanks, bro. Yeah, we're trying to get my channel bigger than what it is. It's my channel. Obviously, you can tell how small it is.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Takes a
I'm
three.
the Raptors, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
He's the Pelicans.
Gotta talk to each
kicking
other
my
on D there.
anus.
Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Pelicans leading by 19 points. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Lowry. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be
Oh
clever
my
with
gosh,
your sleight
where
of
was that
hand
going?
when you get inside and
Hold
try
up.
to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Holiday. Rebound by the Raptors. Passes it to Powell.
I'm not going to say
No
that
good
this
on
is
the
a
three.
close.
Just
pretty good
not
game
much
so far.
success when it comes to shooting.
Believe it or not, dude, I had the lead earlier.
Here's Hasek.
Ah,
It's going to be 2
foul.
free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Guys, you want to talk about one tough guy? How about the Turkish hammer, Hasek? Tremendous rebounder. A space eater in the paint. So long.
That's a great way to describe him, Kevin. Last year he finished 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. Plus he's always lurking as a shot blocker.
He is. Lowry, three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Somewhere.
And
All
that's
right.
going to be a turnover.
Well, see ya, bro.
Called for 8
Thanks
seconds.
for tuning in. It should be uploaded later on today. So, see ya, bro.
Just this quarter, those turnovers resulting in 7 points the other way.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Toronto.
We might be doing a different stream again later, too. So, stay
Raptors
tuned,
trail
I
by
guess.
19. He feeds it to Carroll. From deep.
Oh,
again,
and during the
no good by
stream,
Toronto. For New Orleans, they've
alright.
gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter.
Be aware that
Pretty
during the
numbers coming out
stream
of
there
the
was
break. And the
arguments
whistle blows. It's gonna be on DeMar
between me and my
DeRozan.
friend. But,
That will get him his
alright.
4th
See ya,
foul
bro.
of the game. Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we
dude,
are.
don't change up your line. Just keep it. That's what I do.
Well, yeah, this was a fortress
plus
for the
it's
Pelicans
better
last
'cause you're
season as
keeping,
they won some big games here for sure.
Super. Yeah, dude, I can sub back after the stream. Just like we're
Evans
too
against
busy.
Carroll.
Well, not to be weird, but like we're
They get the
in the
rebound.
middle of a game, so it's kind of hard to sub. But I'll
Anderson
sub you.
dishes to Holiday. It's good again, and the
Nice
next
shot.
one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right
Oh, I
now,
know.
Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
He's
Yeah,
probably gonna
he's on
beat
the
me.
money, that's no
Ooh.
doubt.
And you talk about big wins here for the Pelicans last year. How about they beat the Warriors late in the year, which was huge to get into the postseason, as well as the Spurs on that final day to fight their way into that A spot.
Davis is checked in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Evans missing. Raptors trail by 21. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Holiday's
people
got his
that
4th
tuned in.
rebound with that last one here tonight.
3
And you
people
know,
that
the
tuned in.
Pelicans ended 28-13 here last season. A 6-win improvement for them from the season before. They can be a scary team when this place is jumping.
Davis drives in. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And again, Toronto no luck.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there.
There's
with
no
them
way
shooting.
that
I
I'm
mean,
gonna come
you
back.
Can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans.
Bruh.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashi. Cunningham
Why'd
comes
I
in
go for
Tyler
that?
Evans.
Seriously.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked
Like,
in for
no.
Gordon. And
Why
Cole
would I go
subbed in
for
for
that?
Drew Holiday. .137 left in the fourth quarter. From deep 3-point range, Scola with the rebound.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking
Davis
place
is out
here?
again.
I have my doubts, partner. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Raptors shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New Orleans.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Holiday. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
From deep three-point range, whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
I didn't even
And
travel.
in the fourth, he's not making things any easier for his team.
Yeah, Greg, I think he's got some making up to do for all these miscues, and hopefully he does that. But priority one is being smart about how you play.
And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that I think had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah,
LeBron James.
Well, I definitely lost.
Shots, but both figures did go up dramatically.
There's no way I
once
can
he
get
got to
that
New
much
Orleans.
points.
And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
No good from Ross. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-5 run here.
What do you do again? Double tap triangle and then
and
square
just
for the person to
there.
shoot.
I mean, you have got to have your
and
head
then the person
in
there
the game.
will alley-oop it. Okay.
I'll let you out.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Davis. And New Orleans pushing it up now.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last
Oh, I think we lost the viewer, but that's fine.
Saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Joseph, the pass to Scola. It's stolen by
See,
Davis.
that's why I find alley-ooping bullshit.
And Cole kicks to Pondexter. And stolen by Scola. Joseph.
Oops.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will
Can
take
you let me
possession.
go for the full court buzzer beater? Or the buzzer beater?
I want to go for the half court.
They great when you get it?
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Nice shot, but
Can't connect from long distance. Now here's Ross. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
basically pass it and shoot it away.
And that could really cost them.
Pass it,
and
shoot,
the
shoot, shoot,
timing
shoot,
of it was bad too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break.
GG.
So you see the Pelicans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball
Alright,
team.
I guess
No question about it, Kevin. They
that'd be it for this game.
This place was rough.
Anything you want to say,
It was
Austin?
on fire, and it only got louder as
Yeah,
the lead
this is
got
my
bigger.
voice, but
And a
thank
chance
you
now
guys
to
for
send you over
tuning in,
Doris Burke standing by on the sideline.
and
Doris?
we'll see you probably later.
Anthony. You're so
Bye.
composed, but this has
Peace.
got to be a great win for this team.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Yes, it is.